I'm 35 weeks, so realistically he could come anytime now. Getting things ready while we can is the top priority. I have a 4-day weekend, so I'm spending that whole time pretty much cleaning. I don't know that I would normally need a 4-day weekend to do this much around the house, but I move a lot slower these days than normal. Things are getting very difficult. I feel an extra large and not very in charge. So I have a box of coffee pods from Nespresso, and if you've been on my channel before, then you may know that my rule is 1 box in, 1 box out, so that's what we have to do. It's a good size box, so I need to fill it with clutter to get rid of, especially since we're trying to prepare for baby. I want to clear out as much excess stuff that we don't need as possible. So we've got a few hazelnut, some sweet vanilla, some golden caramel, and some decaf. Especially since I have breastfeeding coming up, it is going to be very nice to have some decaf options because caffeine, believe it or not, can still make it into the breast milk, and that can keep baby up at night. Not all babies, but some. And then I always order 2 bags for recycling if possible, because you can send back all of your aluminum pods back to Nespresso and they will recycle them for new pods. Okay, and then I do have a few things automatically that I know I want to put in there. So these are some shoes that I got a while ago that just did not work out, and then naturally with this pregnancy, my feet grew again. So these aren't gonna work for me. This is a shower liner that we've never used because we ended up finding something better. I'll just give this away. Fairly certain we're not going to use that. An old picture that we used to hang in our kitchen. We ended up switching our rugs, and this one just didn't work. Didn't really flow very well, and I have no reason to keep it. And then this, I found while cleaning out a cabinet in my kitchen. It is like a little cooler for a wine bottle with some wine glasses in it. It's been sitting in our kitchen for the last 7 years or more, and I've never used it. So I think that means it's time for me to get rid of it. And a box is full, and this is now ready to get rid of. Okay, so speaking of my 1 box in, 1 box out rule, we've accumulated a lot of diaper boxes, and I've been so behind on my decluttering. It's time to catch up. I won't get rid of them until I have them filled with stuff to get rid of. I'm hoarding boxes at this point. I have a big pile of junk that we don't need anymore, and I am going to fill up whatever I can in these boxes, and then when I run out of stuff to get rid of, I will go around and find more. I will do it. I'll find whatever I can to get rid of. So I found a bunch of bibs that I know we're not going to use. We did not use them with the last baby because these neck holes were kind of small. They didn't really grow well with him, and they just weren't very practical. I know bibs are bibs, but we wanted stuff that was easy to wash, didn't care if it got stained, and then we kind of forgot about some of these. So these are going to go into the box to get rid of, and someone else can use them. These are very cute though. We have always hungry like daddy. That is true. My kid has a bottomless pit of a stomach. Some T-Rex. Mommy loves me. This actually goes with one of the outfits that we have, so I guess it's kind of hard for me to get rid of this one, but again, it's not very practical. It doesn't grow with him, and it's not like the best feeling, so we have a much softer variety of bibs at this point. Some more dinosaurs. I make cookies. So exciting. Oh, just kidding. I make cookies so extinct. That makes more sense. Feed me. That's cute. Puppies. My son Oliver absolutely loves puppies right now. It's one of his favorite things. And then this also goes with that other little bear bib that we have matching outfits for. And this one is powered by snacks. These are going by. We just don't need them. These are just a couple of like teething bibs. These were fine, but we never really used them last time. They're also really warm. So our baby was such a hot baby as it is, like sweats easily, and we never put this on because then he would get overheated. So we'll just let these ones go. Someone else can use them. Another bib. I know we have more bibs somewhere. like these. Okay, so swaddles. We have quite a few of these swaddles and we never used them with our first son. It was easier just to use a regular blanket to swaddle with, and then we had sleep sacks. I'm just not gonna mess with them this time. We do still have some other swaddles like these, just a few that I like better than these ones, so we're gonna keep those, but these we can do without. My opinion is that there's really no reason to hold on to something if it didn't work well for you the first time and you're just holding on to it just in case. Because I mean, if we survived without it the first time, we'll be fine the second time. It's not a big deal. We'll make it through. These are also some clothes from my first son, Oliver. While going through things and getting everything ready for this baby, I don't really want to mess with some of these like buttons, because in the middle of the night, all I want is a zipper. And even during the day when I'm not half asleep, a zipper is still so much easier. So I'm just gonna say goodbye to some of these. Someone else can use them a lot more than we can. Oh, I did love this one. This one's so soft and so cute. I might actually still keep this one. It's hard to let go of your baby's clothes. It's just, there's something about it being your baby's clothes and them getting older that it's hard to let go and say goodbye to these. Oh, this one too. I remember him wearing this. Oh, okay, hold on. Just give me a minute. Give me a few minutes on those. Oh. Oh, this one's so cute. This actually really goes with the nursery theme. These are so cute. It is really hard to declutter sometimes. If you have an attachment to anything, for whatever reason, it can be really hard to give that up and to pass it on to someone else. These are actually from a friend of mine, and I would keep them because they are really cute. She had twins. She must not have ever used these, but they are buttons, and so since they've still got tags on them, I know someone is going to appreciate having these brand new sleepers. I'm just gonna let these ones be, let them go to somebody who really needs them, because we do have plenty of sleepers in this size. These I don't mind parting with. Another set of 2. You bet giraffe I'm cute. These are adorable. And thank you again, Emma, for giving these to us. You've been so helpful. We just don't need a few of these and feel like somebody else could use them. And that's the other thing with gifts. A lot of people feel really guilty about getting rid of gifts, and though I do still feel that guilt, it's not something that is tearing me up inside, because I know that if I were giving something away to someone else or giving it as a gift, I wouldn't want them to feel like they could never get rid of it. It's not the end of the world. It's just a thing. If I give you something and you're not using it and you're feeling torn up about it, don't know where to put it, just get rid of it. It doesn't bother me. These did not belong in there, so I am keeping these. So here is another sleeper with buttons, also from the friend of mine. That'd be a really cute baptism outfit. Okay, I actually might save this. This would be a really cute outfit for baptism, so maybe I will actually use that. And if you hear the noise downstairs, it is actually my dad updating our basement. So I've done a basement transformation video, part 1, a while ago, and since then we've just had so much going on. We ended up getting water in the basement. Now we're having to fix things because of the amount of water that we had. So everything's a mess down there. There will be a part 2, and we're basically starting from scratch at this point. Stay tuned for that. I have no idea when that video is going to come out, but I am getting started on filming it because there's a lot going on down there. Clearly. Okay, here's another one. This one is super cute, but I also think that my baby is going to wear this size during the summer. So by the time we get to winter and he would be able to wear this and match with his older brother, Oliver, who has plenty of red plaid, he's gonna grow out of this. This is fine to say goodbye to. Here are some crib sheets. We just don't really prefer these ones. They're perfectly fine. We have plenty of other sheets. We don't really need to hold on to these ones, and they don't match the bedroom anymore. We used to have kind of like a teal themed accents. We don't anymore. Teal or blue. Let's see what else we've got for baby stuff. Oh, this is a onesie that I got with Oliver. It was like a freebie, and it always bothered me so much that this little patch on the front, it says Burt's Bees Baby, and it was crooked. I just couldn't do it. That's one of my things. Can't be crooked. Can't be sewn on crooked. So he never wore it. Let's see what else we've got. It doesn't go with the baby theme, but it's kind of along those lines. This is a Halloween dog costume, and it was always too big for our dog. I bought it on a final sale, got home, it was too large, and then because my dog's legs kept falling out because she was smaller, it would freak her out. So then she was just like sitting there petrified of this little piece of clothing. All right, next we have some nursing bras. Well, this is just a regular sports bra. I can get rid of this. We ended up having to stay overnight out of town somewhere, and we didn't have any clothes with us, so we had to go to Dollar General and buy some items that we needed, and this was one of them. Doesn't fit the best. These are some nursing bras that I don't particularly like. Bought them a long time ago on Amazon. They just, they're very high, well rated. A lot of people love them. They are super soft, but I have a larger bust normally, and then when you put pregnancy on top of that, they start to grow, and then when you get to breastfeeding, they start to grow even more, and the standard size cup does not typically work for me anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna let these go because I did end up buying myself some better fitting nursing bras that are amazing. They come in an extra busty cup, so if you are a mama out there with larger breasts like me, this is something that you might want to consider. And I will link my favorite bras in the caption. They are from Kindred Bravely. They come in the normal cups, they come in the busty cups, and then they do from time to time have extra busty, which I have some of those too. They really keep in mind that some women just do not fit the standard cup. I'll link those for you guys in the description if you want to check it out. Back to the clutter. So this was a belly binder that I got from the hospital last time. They give you one every time, and I didn't really like this one to begin with, so I have my own that I purchased, and I'm gonna get rid of this one. Oh, child. Ooh. Okay, we're fine. He just really needed to make his presence known there for a second. Okay, so this is filled with majority baby stuff or nursing things that have to do with having a young child. And this box is full. It is a box of wipes from Sam's Club, and it is ready to go. And then some random cups. I'm just gonna throw these away. And I didn't even make it into the trash, but I'll grab those later. Okay, next box is a training pants or pull-ups box, basically. Then we got from Walmart. I have tons and tons of scrunchies, and it's because I used to have an Etsy shop where I would make hair bows or cheerleading bows, and I ended up getting like a couple big packs of scrunchies for cheap to make scrunchie bows, and I sold a few, but it was like towards the end of my little bow era where I was getting a little burnt out, and running an Etsy shop is a lot of work. Not something that I want to do again anytime in the future, anytime soon. If I do, I gotta have a partner or something, because running all that, making all the bows to order, they weren't pre-made because I had listed the fabrics and I made a sample to show what it would look like, and then when someone would order, then I would make so that I wouldn't have this like crazy stock of bows that maybe no one would purchase. It was a lot to keep up on, so these have been sitting in my house. I did the Etsy shop before Oliver was born, and I kept it up a little bit through my maternity leave until he was probably about 6 months, and then I got to the point where I was like, I can't. sometimes I would get orders for like 30 or 40 bows at a time, and those were the ones that took so much time. If it's one here and there, it's fine, but yeah, it's a lot of really tedious, detailed work that I was not able to handle on my own with a child. And now having a second one, there's no chance I'm going back to this Etsy shop for a very long time, if ever. But anywho, some old bras that I have not worn in close to 10 years. They've been sitting in storage. I pulled them out because I was like, the band size doesn't even fit me. The cup size, they might. The band size is not gonna be my size again anytime soon, and if I do, I want a little bit different style bras. Okay, I found another cereal box. This one has my name on it from when I was a kid. I've gotten rid of one of these already that I found, but here's the second one that's been floating around my house. I'm gonna try to get my name off of here. There's my maiden name too, in case you didn't know. Bartlett, just like the Bartlett pears. And then some more shoes. These ones I actually used quite a bit. They're just slip-on shoes that I got from Amazon. They're kind of cheap, not like the greatest quality, but my feet grew, and I have since gotten better quality tennis shoes that are better for my feet. It's time to be done. Parting ways. Okay, here's a water bottle that my husband got from work. We have tons of water bottles, and I'm kind of like a water bottle freak where I really am very particular of my water bottles, and I think my husband, not so much, but he does make sure that whatever he's using is insulated. So at this point, it's just a piece of plastic that we don't need to keep around the house. And an old charger that does not charge near fast enough for what we need with our phones at this point. So it's just sitting in our electronics area. We don't need it. This is another one of those shoes that was more of like an inside exercise shoe, but again, doesn't fit. Feet grew. I don't see them shrinking down enough to fit these ever again. Because with my first pregnancy, my feet grew. They shrunk back a little bit, but not enough to fit most of my old shoes. So that really sucked. And then with this pregnancy, again, they're growing. I just don't see it happening. So I have to find the other shoe to this, and when I do, then I will get rid of it. But for right now, it's just gonna hang out because it's not ready for a box yet. Okay, so I do still have a few other things, but they're not quite ready to fill a box. So this one I'll put off to the side. All done. And grab the next one. These are just some pants that Oliver does not wear. I think they might be my nephew's, so I'm actually gonna put them back into a box to give back to them. And then we have these. This is just wall art that my sister gave me a long time ago. We had them hanging in our basement for a while, but it was just like a hodgepodge of stuff. It doesn't really go with the decor, so I'm gonna get rid of them. And this box will remain partially full or empty, however you want to look at it, until I can round up some more things. But for right now, we're going to take a short break. I'm going to eat a little bit and find more stuff to get rid of. So we're in the boys' room. We've got Oliver's bed here. I just made it up. And then we have the crib over here, and I'll show you that soon. I would like the baby to cook a little longer, but I am so ready to be done being pregnant. Pregnancy can be beautiful and feel beautiful to some, but it's not always that way for me. Most of the time it doesn't feel that great. Whew. Okay. Whew. Okay. Mommy. Yeah. Hi, come here.
What's this?
That's a
What's this?
That's your bed.
Yep.
What's this?
That's a camera. Bassinet mattress.
Oh. What's this one? That's
yeah. No hugs for mommy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Come here. Oh. That's awesome. Oh. Oh, I love you.